In your speech here in Bressanone, you have illustrated the water service problem in France, which are the differences with Italy.
In fact, there are proximities between France and Italy. In fact, in France, we have long kept the situation that was the situation in Italy before the Legge Galli. That is a situation where you have many small utilities, very small, which usually are run directly by municipalities, which have difficulties to get the funding. And we also have a world city like Paris, and which has a lot of problems because Paris is too big compared to its river.
Now, the targets for the future.
Now, in 2014 and 15, there were some reforms that are going to force small utilities in France to consolidate at an upper scale. Okay? And also, they have, in France, we have, in a way, reduced the problems of this scattering of many small utilities thanks to our Agence de l'eau, where everybody pays a levy to the Agence de l'eau, a pollution levy and an abstraction for water levy, and the Agence then subsidizes projects. And in France, typically between 1970, let's say, and 2000, the French have managed to build 17,000 sewage treatment plants. We are still not completely okay with the urban wastewater directive, but we are less in trouble than the Italians because we found sort of a virtuous circle to fund the upgrade of the utilities or the construction of the sewage treatment plants. Today, one of our problems is that we need to take care of the resource because of the Water Framework Directive. So we want to improve the quality of the aquatic environment, and that doesn't go only through measures concerning utilities. So the Agence de l'eau are going to divert part of their budget to fund specific projects on biodiversity, on stormwater. And this money, the question is, the problem today is that this money comes still from the water bills of the people. Should we have to pay to improve the biodiversity to control the rain in our water bills? And as I say to my students, in France, like in the rest of the world, people don't buy the rain. They should not pay for that in their water bills. They should pay differently. So we have a big debate now on what could be done to find a better solution to cover the costs of the water policy, the full costs, allocating the cost between the bills, the water bills, the taxes that we pay to the state or to the Agence de l'eau, and some other funding that I mentioned in the presentation here, which would be what we call mutualized service fee. In fact, to tell you the truth, the French Agence de l'eau imitated some river basin institutions that were created at the beginning of the 20th century in the Ruhr in Germany. In fact, the French imitated the Germans, so they could not imitate them completely because of our constitution. Basically, it's a very complex issue to discuss, but there is a lot of improvements still to be done. But some of the things that we have done are still a message to the potential Italian reforms.